Se llaman pronombres relativos, eso es el término formal de la gramática, pero hemos visto estos pronombres antes de hoy. Tenemos los pronombres relativos que son quién, quiénes, qué, lo que es el pronombre relativo nuevo. Pero chicos, quién, quiénes y qué, nosotros conocemos esas palabras. Entonces, ¿cómo se dice quién en inglés? Por ejemplo, salud. ¿Repite? Who, exactamente. Y antes de hoy hemos tenido, o conocemos muy bien, el uso de quién en forma de pregunta. Por ejemplo, ¿quién celebró su cumpleaños en agosto? O ¿a quién le gusta estudiar en la biblioteca? ¿No? Nosotros conocemos bien quién, pero hoy vamos a ver otro uso de quién. Y miren la diferencia. Esta forma de quién tiene tilde, ¿no? ¿Quién? Con tilde, pero quién como pronombre relativo no tiene el tilde. ¿Y qué pasa con quiénes? ¿Cómo se dice quiénes en inglés? También who, exactamente. Forma plural, ¿no? Entonces, ¿quiénes en la clase, a quiénes en la clase les gusta celebrar o comer el pastel? O quienes prefieren helado, ¿no? Forma plural, ¿no? Eso es la única diferencia. Y vamos con qué. ¿Cómo se dice qué en inglés? That or which, exactamente. Bueno, entonces, ¿qué? Así es una pregunta, ¿no? Y en forma de pregunta significa what. Pero en forma pronombre relativo, y miren chicos, ¿qué pregunta tiene el tilde? Eso es una diferencia profunda del significado. ¿Qué sin tilde significa that or which? Es un conector de ideas, como ¿por qué? Me gusta la clase de español porque me gusta la cultura. O no es justo que tengamos clase en Labor Day, por ejemplo. Conector de ideas. Entonces, el otro pronombre relativo es lo que. Eso es nuevo. Vamos a examinar lo que ahorita. Pero primero, empecemos con este ejemplo. Y les presento estos pronombres relativos con el contexto de una fiesta de cumpleaños, ¿no? Y aquí tenemos Manuela. Manuela, quien cumple 21 años mañana, no sabe que sus amigos están planeando una fiesta. ¿Entienden el contexto? Manuela tiene su cumpleaños mañana, ¿no? Pero sus amigos planean una fiesta de sorpresa para ella, ¿no? ¿Está claro la idea? ¿Está clara? Ok, bueno, porque ahora vamos a examinar la gramática y por qué estamos usando quién, ¿no? Manuela es el sujeto de este verbo y este verbo, ¿no? A common subject. She is the subject of both of those verbs. Therefore, we could rewrite this sentence and make it two sentences. We could say, Manuela is turning 21 tomorrow, period. And then we could write another sentence using Manuela as our subject and say, Manuela doesn't know that her friends are planning her party, okay? Or planning a party for her. We could make one sentence into two sentences with the same subject, a common subject. And when we have that common subject, we connect those two ideas and make one big sentence using the word quién. And ¿cómo se dice quién? Who. So we're simply saying Manuela, comma, who is turning 21 tomorrow, comma, doesn't know that blah, 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 blah. So just like in English, this word functions the same way. Comma, comma, quién, who, connecting two verbs in which the subject is the same. ¿Entienden? So really, right now, I'm explaining something to you that you already know. You've already seen this in Spanish, and it's just like English. Hopefully, ¿quién doesn't present too many problems? Jaime y Laura son los amigos que planean la fiesta. Que is another type of connector. In this example, que is connecting a common noun. That's just a simple difference with que. And notice with quien, we have a name and we have those commas, just like we would in English, whereas que is a more general connector. So at the end of this, after we go through all of them, I'm going to give you some strategies on how to choose each one. And because on the supersite, you're going to have to choose between quien, quienes, que, and lo que. And at the end, I'll give you some steps, kind of like an order of operations, on how to choose them successfully. Shelby?
Why is that not quien?
Because, well, actually, she asked, why is that not quien? Why wouldn't we use quien here?
Because it says Jamie and Laura are friends who are planning a party.
That are planning the party. Muy bien. So why aren't we using quien here? Well, first of all, could we use quien or would we need to use quienes? Quienes. And let me show you a couple more examples to see if we can figure out why you would use quien and why you would use que, and what really the difference is. Okay, so here's plenty of examples that hopefully might help us identify when we use quien, when we use que, and why. Estas son las personas que van a invitar, no? So we have que is the connector in the first one, and then we have Juan y Luz, comma. ¿Quiénes son los hermanos de Manuela, comma, van a venir a la fiesta? And then another example with quien is Marco, comma, quien es el novio de Manuela, comma, va a venir a la fiesta también. So in these examples, we have que, quienes, and quien being used. First, entienden, comprenden el contexto. The meaning is really important. It's muy importante que entiendan lo que dicen las frases. ¿Están claras? ¿Entienden? So, estas son las personas. What's that saying? These are the people. In the first example, these are the people, referring to Juan y Luz y Marco. These are the people that, who's the subject for van a invitar? Who's planning the party? If you recall, her friends, right, exactly. Her friends are planning the party. So they're the subject of this verb. Her friends are the subject of van, and the subject of son is personas. Estas son las personas. So que is connecting two ideas in which the verb and the subject in this case are both plural, but the subjects are different with que. Versus quienes, we have our two verbs, or quien and our two verbs, in which Marco is the subject of both of these verbs, Juan y Liz are the subject of both of these verbs. So quien and quienes have to be used when it's a common subject. Que is simply a connector when the ideas are common, which is a little vague, but when we're connecting really two different subjects and two different verbs. So que is more generally used, quienes is más específico, or quien, okay? ¿Entienden? Imaginas? Okay, lo que. So lo que is completamente nuevo. Lo que. Lo que Jaime y Laura van a servir de postre es un pastel. Let's focus on meaning first, because really, lo que is all about meaning. There's no like grammatical nuances like que versus quien and quienes. Lo que kind of stands on its own. ¿Cómo se dice lo que en inglés? What's the saying?
What or the thing that?
Sí, what or the thing that. Excelente, Brooke. So, what Jaime and Laura van a servir de postre es un pastel. We already know how to say what in español. ¿Cómo se dice what en español? Que, right? So, why would we use lo que? Why wouldn't we just use que? What's the difference between que and lo que?
Isn't love like for the thing that?
What you're talking about? See? And what is K? What's an example used with this K? What's an example? How do you ask a question with that K? Have you ever heard a question with K? I know you have. It's hard to produce things off the top of your head. Like, por ejemplo, like, ¿qué te gusta más? ¿El helado or el pastel? Or, ¿qué es tu celebración más favorita? ¿No? Or, ¿qué estudias por la noche? Typicamente. And those examples with K means what? But in the form of a question. Right. This K right here with the accent mark is only used for questions. But just like we've seen on Jeopardy or in other examples in English, we can use the word what in a statement when we're not asking a question. When we're referring to an idea or something, we use lo que. Lo que is what in terms of a statement. ¿Entienden? So we're saying what or the thing that Jaime and Laura are going to serve for the dessert is a cake. And lo que is. It just means the thing that, en este caso, or what, when it's not used as a question. Todos van a bailar salsa y rock hasta la 1 de la mañana. Lo que va a ser muy divertido. A thing that's going to be really fun is, dancing all night long. So, to review, quién is used with people, but most importantly, that share two ideas and really verbs that share a subject, common subject. And the way you really can determine on the super side, or, if this was on a test or something, should I use quién or qué, is identify if both the verbs are referring to the same subject in the same sentence. And if they are, could you rewrite that one sentence into two sentences without changing the subject? Okay? That applies to quién as well as quiénes, because the only difference between quién and quiénes is what? Quién is referring to how many people? Just one, but quiénes is referring to more than one. Right, exactly. It's just singular and plural. And notice no accent mark because it's not a question. So quiénes is the same thing, common subject. It's just the plural form. ¿Entienden? So the reason why I present quién and quiénes first is because that's the easiest one to eliminate. On the super site, you have to fill in the blank or complete the sentences with quién, quiénes, qué, or lo que. When we face four options all at once, it's much more complicated. But really what you want to do is first, and we'll practice here in a second, go through and decide, should I use quién or quiénes or not? Not four choices, just sí or no, quién or quiénes. That's it. And if it doesn't look like a sentence that share a common subject, then you can eliminate quién or quiénes as an option. And then when you finish that, then you can go back through and decide whether or not you should use que, because que is just a connector of two ideas that share a common noun. Okay? And then the last one, which is less obvious, but more meaning focused, is lo que. And it means what in a statement. Not like, ¿qué prefieres? Or ¿qué estudias este semestre? Or whatever. Lo que is when it's a statement. Okay, entonces vamos a